My former boss wanted to catch up over coffee. It was a 90-minute unpaid job interview in disguise. She messaged me on Typhoon after I posted about my recent promotion, claiming she wanted to hear about my success. Instead, she grilled me for confidential information about my current company's strategy. 3 years ago, I worked at a mid-sized marketing agency called Prism under Rebecca Walsh, a director known for her high expectations and higher turnover rates. I left after being passed over for promotion twice, despite consistently exceeding targets. The exit interview was tense, with Rebecca suggesting I wasn't ready for leadership. Last month, I was promoted to senior strategy director at Vertex, one of Prism's main competitors. I posted a brief announcement on Clandestine, nothing flashy part, just thanking my team and expressing excitement about the new role. 2 days later, Rebecca messaged me. So proud to see your growth, would love to catch up over coffee and hear about your journey since Prism. My treat, of course. I hesitated. Our relationship had been strictly professional, never friendly, but I thought perhaps she genuinely wanted to congratulate me, or maybe even admit she'd misjudged my potential. I agreed to meet at a Clandestine near my office. I should have known better when she chose a quiet corner table rather than the bustling main area. She spent exactly 3 minutes on small talk before shifting to questions about my current role. So tell me about Vertex's approach to client acquisition lately. I hear they're targeting smaller startups now. I kept my answers vague. We work with clients across various sizes and industries. She smiled, tapping her notebook. But I am curious about your onboarding process, parent. I've heard it's quite innovative. What makes it special? For 90 minutes, Rebecca systematically probed for information about Vertex's strategies, client lists, and internal processes. Each time I deflected, she'd circle back with a slightly reworded question. She never once mentioned my journey or personal growth. When I checked my watch and mentioned a meeting, she immediately suggested rescheduling. I'd love to continue this conversation, perhaps dinner next week. I have so many more questions about your success. That's when it clicked. Rebecca wasn't reconnecting with a former employee, parent. She was conducting competitive intelligence gathering disguised as a friendly catch-up. Rebecca, I said, gathering my things. If Prism is interested in Vertex's business strategies, I suggest reaching out through official channels for partnership discussion. I am not comfortable sharing confidential information. Her smile tightened. I am just taking an interest in your career, Emma. No need to be paranoid. Then let me tell you about my career, I replied. I've learned to recognize when I am being used for information rather than valued for my skills. That's why I left Prism and why I am leaving this conversation. As I stood up, she dropped the pretense. You know, loyalty still matters in this industry, people talk. Yes, they do, I agreed. And I'll be talking to our legal team about this conversation. Later that day, I documented everything and informed my manager. We discovered Rebecca had reached out to 3 other former Prism employees now working at competitors. Yesterday, our CEO received a formal apology from Prism's board. Rebecca has been placed on leave pending an ethics investigation. Sometimes a coffee invitation is just a coffee invitation, but when it comes from someone who never valued you before your success, check for hidden agendas before ordering that loda.